On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what one. A blessed and wonderful Saturday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. Today name Saturday, the day when some of the regular ones and ones them out there traverse the church. So happy Sabbath to you all. But whilst doing so, my peeps, please remember On The Spot News Media, its loyal viewers and subscribers in your immediate prayers. You definitely see how Jamaica run right and also you know for sure. So we need that now more than ever. And to all of the regular ones and ones them out there in the streets going about your regular business from Moran Point to the Grill Point, whether you're going to the market district, if you can get a little onion, skillet and thyme, you don't know if you make sure say the soup will bubble down later and leave a little bit of it for the official red rice and rooster day tomorrow. You don't know, my peeps, as always, safe travel, pan the gravel and continuously look out on the corner yeah, because the old dirty corner boy them always out there. Alerts, yeah man. So in the morning, my peeps, we are going to revisit the fatal knockings and clappings of 5 in the Eastern Kingston Police Division in a section known as Pleasant Heights, but the original name for it is Warwick Hill. Yeah man. So now the police high command has listed an escapee as a primary suspect behind Monday's mass knockings and clappings in Pleasant Heights, Rockfort in Kingston. So the criminal element that the police are now featuring as the main suspect is the same criminal element that I featured when I covered that mass fatal knockings and clappings in Warwick Hill or Pleasant Heights as some may call it just the other day. The same criminal. So now the police them are put it out there now, just basically stating the same thing that I stated a few days ago. So the criminal element in question is presently on your screen. 28-year-old Junior Carey. Now this criminal element is more popularly known as Whopper in the streets. He's said to be from the Carnarvon Street area in Rockfort, Kingston. So investigators are urging Junior Carey, aka Whopper, to surrender to them for questioning. Well, let me tell you this, Whopper. Don't go into no police. A bad man thing you depan. Yeah, man. Make the police them know so them feel go away. Because a bad man now surrender to none of them. So just make Officer Yeman pick and team know so listen to me. If you don't want me, you don't have to come hunt me. And when time you come, you just know say a gunshot. Yeah, man. That you need to make them know. So right now, another suspect in the mass knockings and clappings gets slapped with the Tuesday after the mass knockings and clappings. So the 5, we don't know, say, the brother known as John Dixon, era leader, the base one gang get slapped with in that. And Mandez, a tap knockers and clappers from way back in a Tony Brown days. Him and him son end up get dashed away. And 2 other knockers and clappers. Yeah, man. So 5 of them end up get dirt. So reprisal in that community most definitely is a must. So the police have now declared a state of public emergency in the hotspots sections of East Kingston. So yesterday, Friday, opposition leader that Mark Golding got tour the same area, which part the 5 lose them 3 points. So Mark Golding is now describing the recent declaration of state of public emergency in sections of East Kingston as another public relations exercise by the ruling party, the JLP. So Mark Golding made that comment whilst he was on tour in the constituency on Friday. So we're going to hear from Mark Golding himself, because right there's a which part that go on, is a top PNP stronghold. In fact, at the opposition member of parliament, Philip Palwell constituency that. So we're going to hear from the opposition leader as he weighs in on this latest spate of violence and his so-called PR stunt by the ruling Jamaica Labour Party. Now listen.
I think that's really a PR exercise. I've driven through the area, part of the area, a large part of the area covered by the SOE. I haven't seen one soldier or police until I got to the police station where we are now. So, I don't think that response is, as we know, lawful, and we're taking that matter to the Constitutional Court, and we're awaiting the hearing of that matter. I was reading in the papers, I think on October the 10th, about Operation Recovery in Trelawney, which was intensive saturation of the space which had been affected by violence related to a lot of scamming involving the police and the JDF, and they'd found weapons and they'd arrested various people and so on. And there was no SOE there. So, to my mind, what it shows you is that the necessary tools to get control of an area exist without resorting to the ultimate constitutional weapon. I would urge everybody to try to get back on track. My understanding is that a lot of work has been done over the past few years to bring peace to the community, and the peace was being enjoyed. And this is a big setback for that process. And I would urge everyone, leave vengeance to the Lord. That is not the role of man. We must live according to the teachings of Jesus Christ, which is to embrace peace and love.
Well, Mr. Opposition Leader, again, we hear you. We understand where you said that the government use it up too much, which I do agree, but what else is it that you can come up with that is a better strategy than what the present administration is using? We have not heard from you once, or your opposition security personnel come up with a better idea. And they know what I really want you to win. Just to see where you would really do different. And me can bet my last dollar you go come in and do not a goddamn thing different. From 1962, the Jamaica Labour Party and the PNP, that's the People's National Party, has proven themselves to just do one thing when them gain power, is to push Jamaica further down into the abyss. Yeah, man, that is it. I have yet to see what any one of you have done, the PNP or the JLP have done in your governments, your time of reign, for really significantly stem crime, bring crime down to a marginal level where we can tolerate the level of crime there. Both of you, PNP and JLP alike, crime has only gotten worse under both administrations over the years. And that is a proven fact. So now we are going to hear from Mendez, woman, the brother we known as Ortevo Austin, that are Mendez himself. We're going to hear from Theme Companion now. She has said, boy, Pleasant Heights have a mighty long way to go before peace and unity can be fully restored in that community. She also stated that if it was up to she, Mendez wouldn't come back to Jamaica. So we're going to hear from she now as she weighs in on what is happening presently on the ground as she, among other females, are in fear of their lives. Now listen.
I was not pleased with him returning, knowing these sets of young people now. So if it was for me, he wouldn't be here.
What was his objective? What did he want from the community?
Oneness, togetherness, and love. And it's because of his love for this community that has passed this. Majority people is with it. Is with the peace and the togetherness. No, I don't even know where it all started from. I don't even know.
Do you think his goals of getting oneness can someday be achieved in this community?
It have a long way to go.
Do you think it's possible?
Might be you have to have somebody as bold as him and as love as him.
So with that said, my peeps, people living in and around the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled Pleasant Heights community, aka Warwick Hill, continue to look out on the corner eye because the knockings and clappings most definitely will continue. Now over there in the St. Catherine South Police Division, the Portmore Police have carried out 2 separate raids at different locations, targeting an alleged gun and drug smuggling network. So 3 criminal elements have since been arrested. The operation, which commenced sometime around 5 a.m. yesterday morning, led by the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Branch, that's CTOC Special Operation Team. The JCF says that the primary focus of the operation was a 35-year-old man believed to be at the center of the illicit operation. So reports reaching on the Spot News Media would suggest that the officers raided an apartment complex located at Cedar Boulevard where a 30-year-old female occupant was also found. So during that search of the apartment, a DB9 Diamond Black 9mm pistol loaded with 6 9mm rounds with the serial number erased was discovered in a bedside table. In a simultaneous operation, CTOC officers searched a secondary property located in the community of Garveymead, which is believed to be a secondary location linked to the main target location and person. The police stated that they found 2 boxes containing a total of 109mm rounds of ammunition and 2 parcels of white powdery substances resembling that of the illicit white drug. You don't know the crap business there. Yeah, man. And the police stated that it's approximately 4 key of the illicit white drug. So 3 men were found at that property and they were all arrested in connection with the investigation. The JCF says it remains committed in dismantling criminal networks involving illegal firearms and narcotics trafficking. So the identities of these persons are presently being withheld pending further investigation. Yeah, man. So now we are going to kick it off and go all the way over there in Western Jamaica. We are going to stop at the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled St. James Police Division, where some whole heap of things are going on in our place, and we're going to bring it to the light of you, the regular members of Jan Public. So watch this. Now on your screen is 3 pictures of some old dirty kind of boy. So starting from left to right, the one from your left in the white and orange outfit, he has since been identified as the infamous Oshane Wilson, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Pulp. The criminal element beside him with the arrow pine pan him. He's known as Dave Brown, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Hot Bread. He's said to be the reputed gang leader. Now the next criminal element beside them, he has since been identified as Romeo Reece, otherwise known as Sparta. Now that criminal element is what you would call a fallback, a little press button, but dangerous nonetheless. And why me say that? Because you see, if Fame Boss tell him to jump, him nah go ask how high, him a go just jump because him boss tell him to do it. No questions asked. So these criminal elements is from the community of Hurlock over the Captureland side of Hurlock in St. James. And these criminal elements have been wreaking havoc in Hurlock and surrounding communities for years. Whole heap of people, them knock it and clap it pan. And them a thief too, them thief goat and farm produces and all sort of thing. But why they are being featured on the spot news media today is not just the facts there are some knackies and clappies them where terrorize the community, but there are also some known rapables. Yeah, man. It's a set of boy will love go around and go pick the little young girl them cherry way before time. In fact, they are being sought after by the police for a hold on and take of some 13-year-old students. So they have been doing this for years and them a get away with it over and over, but somebody was brave enough to report them to the police. And I saw them definitely drop on the radar of On The Spot News Media. So the police are definitely in search of 2 of the 3. They have one in custody, the one that is dressed in the orange and white outfit. He's presently in the custody of the police. Now to the police of Granville Police Station, cause me think say them police, the whole on him what there. So I am of the belief that him given no wrong name because his correct name is Oshane Wilson. And his name would have already been in your records as a criminal element who got bail and a murder charge and abscond the bail. But why would you don't recognize see him? Guess what? As you can see on the picture, him slim. When they held on to him, brought him before the courts for the murder charge, him did fat and stocky. But now him have sugar and him lose a whole heap of weight. Hence the reason why uno don't even recognize see the said old dirty kind of boy. Now I'm pretty sure that police operatives attached to the Granville Police Station and the police them in the wider cross section of the St. James Police Division must want some sort of proof to what I'm saying. Now the case in point, make me jog on the memory back to 2020, July 22 of 2020. There was a fatal knockings and clappings of an accountant, a 57-year-old man at the time, known as Stephen McPherson. He's also of a Bogue address. The fatal knockings and clappings took place in Bogue Heights in St. James. On the Spot News Media would recall of that particular incident because I myself covered that vlog extensively. Persons who have been tuning into On The Spot News Media for a while now would remember that particular vlog. So let me jog on the memory some more. The case involved Stephen McPherson, the accountant. He was driving along the roadway when he saw some criminal elements a try to take away him data. And he reportedly intervened and them can him up and him end up drive off and go crash and succumb to him injuries. And following the extensive cross-parish investigations, on Tuesday, July 28th of 2020, between the hours of 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., simultaneous targeted raids by your policemen were conducted at 3 locations across parishes of St. James, Anova, and Westmoreland. And the operations led to the arrest of 2 criminal suspects and the recovery of the Toyota Vitz motor car that was allegedly used in the commission of the crime. So the two criminal elements that was arrested and charged is none other than yours truly, 32-year-old at the time, Oshane Wilson, and a 35-year-old operations manager known as Delroy McCook, who was identified as the owner of the vehicle. Both men are from the Pitford community in St. James. So, you have the man in our custody right now. So the onus is now on you all to do what you need to do and slap the additional charges on him. You have him now. So do the necessaries. Yeah, man. So in the meantime, between time, the criminal element identified as Dave Brown, aka Atbread, and Romeo Reece, aka Sparta, is presently being sought by the St. James police for their involvement in a series of hold on and take. Yeah, man. So the last thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, is the fatal knockings and clappings in a Mount Salem Thursday morning. The man will end up lose 3 points in that particular fatal knockings and clappings has since been identified as 52-year-old Donovan Hill, said to be a mason of Hilltop in Greenpan, St. James. Now on your screen is the video footage that has been making rounds all over social media showing the criminal elements leaving that crime scene and entering into a motor vehicle, making good their escape in the community. Now, the plates on the motor vehicle was retrieved. And guess what, my peeps? The motor vehicle belongs to a criminal element who is aligned to the Chams gang. We are talking about the brother known as Braden Reynolds. So here I go on and know youth. You know yourself, Braden Reynolds, we're in a Chams gang. You need to find yourself to the police ASAP because of your vehicle. The boy known as Greedy and him 3 other followers them use as the getaway car. And I'm pretty sure that you're not going to turn up, because you're a criminal element yourself. So guess what? I'm going to show the people them who you are. So this person presently on your screen is Braden Reynolds, the criminal element who owns the car that was provided as the getaway car for Greedy and him criminal element friend them. And who to tell? Probably, just probably, a him did I drive the car? Not for sure, because we didn't get to see the driver. But who knows? Probably, just probably, he was the one driving the car. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.